Hello everyone, I am Alka103 and welcome to day 11 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Advent Calendar series. Let's see what we're getting. Day 11. I like showing this part because I just like the card art on this one. Was it called? Ghost Jack Frost, I think it was called, yeah. Alright, number 11. What'll it be? Xyz Monster. Number 82, Heartland Draco. Number 82, Heartland Draco is a rank 4 Dragon Earth monster, 2000 attack and 1500 defense. It requires 2 level 4 monsters to summon. While you control a face-up spell, your opponent cannot target this card for attacks. That can be field spell, continuous spell, anything like that. Equip. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Xyz material from this card. This turn, this card can attack your opponent directly, but other monsters cannot attack. Huh. We've made extra deck monsters, but we've not actually gotten one from the Advent Calendar. So, let's see what we'll make. For number 82, Heartland Draco.
On day 11, it's number 82 Heartland Draco that we will be making a card for. A card that uses level 4 monsters to summon itself, so I can just make a level 4 monster. A monster that makes use of a face-up spell, making the opponent unable to target it for attacks, and then it can potentially attack directly as well. So there's various things that I could go for. Potentially an equip spell or a continuous or field spell to use with its first effect, but at the same time that either increases its attack or increases the amount of times it can attack to increase the damage it deals via the direct attack option. I have decided to go with an equip spell, and I'm thinking of making that increase the attack of the monster that it is equipped to, in this case Heartland Draco, and then but not allowing the others to attack, which in Heartland Draco's case was the case anyway if you use its effect. So that way you increase its attack while it can direct attack. That's the idea. So going with the spell, equip. What were we gonna call it? Mimic Master Sword, because I already have an effect. And upload it. Effect. Just so I have the image. Mimic Master Sword is the equip spell. And now to decide on what exact card text I want to give it. It is an equip spell that's probably going to be equipped to Heartland Draco, but maybe I'll equip it to something else. I haven't decided on that yet. Well, actually, looking at the card art, it's like kind of evil-ish. So then I might want to either like maybe lose some life points to get an effect done. Not sure, because it is like a surprise. Like a mimic is like you hope for something good, but then something bad happens in return. So for the sake of the, yeah, it does make more sense that way. So maybe pay some life points to, like, pay, first things that come to mind, 300 life points to increase the attack of the equipped monster by 500, but then that equip gain stays until Mimic Master Sword leaves the field. So it can equip to any monster? I think I should definitely make it a once per turn thing for Mimic Master Sword, like the card name, because otherwise if it's somehow sent to the graveyard through some combo, which is probably possible, then you can just put it back in the field, pay some more life points. Let's say I do the 300, 500 that I just said. Then you have enough life points to increase your attack, and then just attack hard. And especially if you combine it with like Mahavelo, which gains an additional extra, like it gains even more attack from something like from an equip spell, or like Benkei, I think gets an additional attack for every equip spell, then that's definitely going to be an OTK. So it needs to be once per turn, like for the effect of Mimic Master Sword. So you can equip this to anything. So I'm just going to look at some equip spells. Equip only to activate this, which is something that can be equipped to anything. Gain 0 attack. That's still the most interesting equip spell. Where's Gravity Blaster? Equip only to a machine type. Maybe I should just for the wording, choose something. Equip only to an Xyz monster. I don't want to do it just for the wording, just to know how I need to word this. I need to find something else that does that. Equip only to, and there's like this discard thing, and I had that earlier with autonomous action unit. That's something that happens the moment you play the card in the field, and I want the equip itself just to be like Broken Bamboo Sword or Gravity Blast and not do a single thing. Actually, if I just go back to Gravity, if I just skip this first part and say once per turn you can activate this effect, or just you can activate this effect and you can only use this effect once per turn. Would that be the right wording? I definitely have to check with some people that know problems on card text better than me. I'm just gonna copy this over, because I definitely wanted to. This is a once per turn for Gravity Blaster itself, so you could re-equip it and continue gaining the attack if it's on a machine. I suppose. Let's see. Once per turn, you can activate this effect to show that it's an activated effect, to show that it's an ignition effect, and pay 300 life points to work with like the Mimicky Duke or something. Permanently gain something. I could go permanently for 500. It's definitely the 500. I'm just going with the numbers that I came up with earlier. You can activate this effect and pay 300 life points. The equipped monster. Do I go permanent gain? The Gravity Blaster can be somewhat hard to do. I occasionally see it in duels, not that often, but then the permanent gain is pretty big. It's a bigger gain, but then it costs life points. However, this can be equipped to anything, so then it definitely shouldn't be permanent. Yeah, so this. Once per turn, you can activate this effect and pay 300 life points. I think that you can activate this effect is necessary to show that it's an ignition effect, that it doesn't happen upon the activation of my Mimic Master Sword. But now I want to put the Mimic Master clause just general. You can only activate this card once per. Oh, you can only activate this card, not necessarily the effect of this card, just this card, so that the equip itself is already a once per turn. That will work, or do I want it to be possible, even though, like, I'm wondering why you do it, but make it possible to equip multiple Mimic Master Swords, but just only activate the effect of one of them. Yeah. You can activate this effect and pay 300 life points to equip once against 500 attack. You can only activate. Oh, I can type today. Activate. This is for the cards. I want the effects. Oh, whatever. I'll just copy this. Activate this effect of Mimic Master Sword once per turn. You can activate this effect and pay 300 life points. The equipped monster gains 500 attack. You can only activate this effect of Mimic Master once per turn, which does allow you, if you have multiple Mimic Master Swords, let's say in a deck with Armed Samurai Benkei, if you have this card in your hand and you have multiple of Mimic Master Sword, you can equip multiple to give it additional attacks. It's just that the attack gain is bigger. None of the attack gain, it's the you gain more attacks. However, let's think with Benkei. Well, it actually gets additional attacks for the equipped spells, so you can't really get unlimited attacks out of the mimics. is there a combo that I can come up with for like Benkei or Mahavelo to do that? Because in Mahavelo's case, this is just a 500 attack increase for like Black Pendant, and just one of them gives them additional attack. It's things that attack directly like Heartland Draco, or things like Benkei. I think Benkei can actually use this card even better. I think for the attack increase. But then again, Benkei would definitely like Mage Power, potentially United We Stand, Mage Power, especially if you have multiple equips for some big boosts. I'm going to keep it like this to allow for multiple Mimic Master Swords to be activated and therefore equipped per turn. But it's the attack increase effect that is only a once per turn. What do you think of that? Do you think I should make it it can only be activated, this general card, and therefore be equipped in standard way once per turn? Or can I equip as many as I want per turn, but just the activated effect, paying life points, increasing 500 attack, is the once per turn thing for Mimic Master Sword, just as a whole card name? Please let me know what you think of that, and then I will see you in the next video, where we will be creating something for the next card. But for now, for number 82 Heartland Draco, we created the equip spell Mimic Master Sword. See you in the next video. Goodbye.